Now that mining operations have finished and production's finished and we're into a rehabilitation phase, there's lots of decisions to be made about how the final landscape here is going to look. And of course traditional owners have the key role in how it looks, as they are going to end up being the ultimate managers of this place.
To create this, when we're backfilling pit 1, we created this landform, and I think it was about 8 months ago we started planting it. So the plants that you can see right here, they were planted 10 months ago, so almost a year ago. And we've got a whole range of different species. We've got some grasses and little shrubs, and also some tree species as well. So it's about not quite 2 hectares worth of planting, and then we've still got about another 2 hectares to go in the back section as well.
Potentially we could end up with the whole area looking pretty similar to this, which would make it very plain.
So that was the problem you were saying, if you don't put any big rocks, it just looks real flat.
Potentially more useful, try to take advantage of things like the big rocks that are lying around to make it a more, would say, a better cultural landscape and a better environment for animals.
Like you create a habitat, eventually they'll turn up.
Anything here now?
Nothing. But if we go up onto trial landform, you go trial landform, you see bandicoot tracks, wallaby tracks, all those sorts of things. Not here. No. So that's one of the main problems, is this grass coming in and growing and taking control. Let the native grass come in, but take that non-native grass away. Yeah. There's the gilly we put in.
We have 3 grasses here. So we've got gilly, we have lemongrass as well, and we also have Ariacne as well. So 3 grasses. We have quinine bush, so that's actually got some berries on it now. So that's little petalostigma, that's all through the landscape. That doesn't get much taller than this. All of them had fruit on it. Pretty much every single one that we planted a month ago had the berries on it, which is quite exciting because we've never grown it before. So this is pit 1. So this surface here is, like, I suppose, at the end when we've finished the backfilling, this is what is left. So on here we've looked at trialling different surface. So when we were over there, we used the ripping and it created sort of uneven, lots of rocks, whereas here we've just scarified it. So we would like to find out everyone's thoughts on this surface. We can make it rougher if we want to, but this is what we're proposing to do. It's like lots of large area which is flat and not many features. So this is where we're thinking, do we want to put some rock features for creating that habitat?
Same like tree and grass.
That's what we got to sit down and work out. Yeah. So we get it right from the start, and you're more happy with that. Otherwise, we put wrong, it'd be no good. Yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah. So like we can do general planting right across, but when you come to that little habitat, we do it right. Right way.
Even the rock.
About the reference site for you people to come and look and think about are the sort of trees you see and the sort of bush that we're looking at. Is that a good aim to tell ERA this is the sort of bush we want you to grow, and if in 20 or 30 years we could come back and say, well, this bush looks pretty much like this here, good job, you can go now.
We've got to look into this deeply and understand what's happened on this site, find a site that looks healthy to you and looks healthy from a binning perspective, so that when we go and select them trees, we're putting out the best group of trees that we can out there. Otherwise we're just doing it wrong. So that's important to think about, is how this country's been managed, you know. One little flower starts here,
Okay, yeah.
and then a little tiny seed about 5 mil in diameter sits in there.
Oh, wow.
That one's good, you can get that growing from seed
Not really
quite easily.
growing really tall. That'll be like that.
Small, huh? Yeah.
Another one. Ungronak? Not.
Yo, maybe yo, that's the one, maybe. Yeah, maybe many because no,
You look.
too much.
We're growing that one too.
Mark. When we talk about birds and animals, I think if you put man-made there,
They'll come.
they'll come.
Yeah.
We've had one looking at the mine, now we've been looking at the bush. In a couple of weeks we go to the nursery and Christo can show us about what he's growing. But talk also a bit about what we call limitations, like you can't grow things if you can't get the seed, or some things we don't really know how to make them grow. So we'll have to talk about that as well, what actually can be achieved in the growing of the trees.
Normally this seed will take 18 months to 2 years to germinate, and because we mix it with the local fungus, it takes 3 months. And the girls propagate those up. They go into this corner section until they reach a certain height, and then we move them out onto the larger benches. This is the first time we've actually grown turkey bush. They're mongrel things, they grow in anything except really good soil. But the biggest problem is once you get these up to a certain size, getting them out and keeping them alive once you pot them up. And that's been the difficult thing, but the girls have had 100% success so far. Like sometimes you let the grub eat it, because the grub will come through and he'll chew the top. And when he chews the top, he slows the growing down.
Money.
An mo pan.
Ilok money, man malako, man mo pari, man kamaloro rock, pan man mo pari man ang gianan.
Ay, an mo pan mani.
Yo,
An mo pan.
yo, man mo pan. Kalau rocky man kari, itu man kari bolial man karkat.
An mo pan.
Iya kak kuji kari.
Isn't it?
Ya,
Not an malak.
like in man malak maka man wit. Jaman mana itu pun yun maka mau beli menyal maka milkut
An
klap maka man makanya.
It's saying it's an malak, this thing here.
Like
Stringy bark, woolly bark.
ikala.
It's like a water.
So what we've got to do is try and put grass there, so that grass can take over, like native one, you know?
Yang ada mat ko, be karkat be.
Okay.
Walde wagen.
Oh, yeah.
Ih, ay kau nak ada kalau man meken karen. Ay man warin pitje kare benare.
Arak.
Ya arang ko kara kau bugun bet bere. Beri bonang udia bet bere nega beri au kar mi udia. Mat ko wajaka. Sana nawamut en beda nago en yo balai nawamut en nago jok.
Yeah.
Nago jok bek kang mana mana
So I
un.
was just talking about people were living here all over the place, and the relationships they have to those people from before today, who they were, what categories they're in, what they did. They went fishing, they had dogs, they used to go hunting, they'd camp all around the edge of these billabongs.
Mantu lagi gari mani.
Beri magi ur beri dari pukut cai mulu bet bere.
Bungi gari bukan already. Mari.
Yeah.
Beri man bunekun makai ke bodo.
Makai ke.
Ya mak beri rondeng ke poma. Beri mangi ne meje nyala beri mangi beri dah ke nong wepe kan beri rondeng kaje ronda kau beri.
Balik gue kan juga.
Beri
Di bogen.
Oh yeah.
Ih,
Gue an lapar.
kau beri yo. Kau dah beri yo.
Fishing, 4 or 5 different kinds of fish they used to get and play around, and then they were camping at the billabong when East Jabbera was a town, ship, and then they, everybody moved into Jabiru. But yeah, they were swinging the creek right here, which is now the retention pond.
We're so very pleased to have the family visit today and start the repair of country and reconnect to country through the planting of some trees in this very first area that we've rehabilitated.
I think you're already doing a good job planting those plants. Yeah. And my dad footprint walk around here and then show the place like when there was start a long time ago. And I'm here, the daughter one now. I have dad like I had before. I'm here. I'm sorry, I just cried when dad was walking around here. But I thank him I came here to see. It's very important for me and my people.
My country up here, well, I took over when my father died. That's why it's my country. I got the son can take over. I got daughter. I got 5 daughters and 2 boys. They can take over when I die. We like the land to stay, for register our lives. Yeah? That's what we like. That's why we try to get the land back.
But the mining company was pushing hard, and then other people too. He tried. Nothing would happen. Like nobody. But some of them people, like they want the mining, all that. But he tried. Then we're struggling so hard. Yeah, get this, all the trees back together.
Yeah.
It's really sad for us.
The way things were done in the past were very wrong, and we don't want that to ever happen again. And we're sorry that those things did happen in the past. But we know how important country is to Mirarr, and every one of us want to see this done well and repaired and restored to how this country should be. This is the beginning to make things right.
So you want to help?
Yeah.
Like, so you can kneel down there and you can help her there.
Me kneeling down. What do I do?
Woolly butt.
No, polysciata, so just a common bloodwood.
We make sure that this is at the bottom. And then you can pop it in.
Okay, Dad. This
Yeah.
is for your grandson.
Again.
Happy tree. This is a good tree.